we are going to be talking about basically kind of the backstory behind this is Todd Dickerson. You can see his picture there, right there. He is one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels. He was here in Boise last week, and we started crunching through all the numbers. We wanted to see, like, what is the difference between those who are having tons of success and those who are struggling. My biggest philosophy and mission here at ClickFunnels is to help small business owners, help entrepreneurs like us to be successful. And so I'm like, we have so much data. We have more data than anybody on earth. Like, what is it that's working? What's not working? So we can figure those things out, and then we can show everybody what's happening, what's working. So Todd went through and dug through tons of stuff, over 2 million funnels. You can see 2,039,482 funnels that were in ClickFunnels as of last week. That number has gone up dramatically since then, which is cool. And then he went through over 70,000 split tests to try to figure out, like, what are the commonalities? What's working? What's not working? What's interesting is when we first started doing this, at first it didn't make sense. We started pulling like all the top converting funnels, the highest ones, the highest opt-in rates, the highest sales rates, the highest conversions, which funnels making the most, which combination of funnels were making the most, and like all these things at first, like it was really fuzzy because it was hard to see like the commonalities between everything, right? But what was interesting is that as we got more and more data, he started showing me all the reports and all that stuff, and all of a sudden like these patterns started becoming clear. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, this is the pattern. And I don't know about you, I'm a big believer of like, if you can see a pattern, then you can take those things and you can amplify them. And so as we started seeing the pattern, I started freaking out. And I said, Todd, let's show this to everybody. He's like, when? I'm like, let's do it tomorrow. And so I literally that night, the next 18 hours of my life, I stayed up and built the first version of the PowerPoint slides I'm gonna share with you guys today. We did it live last week, and then as you know, we had over 3,800 people who were live on watching, and the replay crashed. So this is take 2. I also spent probably another 15 or so hours over the last 3 or 4 days cleaning up the slides, adding in a bunch of new cool things, showing more tests, more data, and so that's kind of what's happening. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna dive in here now that we got all you guys on. Again, if you have any questions, we want to interact with me, we have a Q&A box here in Zoom. Please message through there. There's a chat box. We blocked it just because it's really hard for me to keep up with those and the Q&A and everything. So if you wanted to interact with me, please do. It makes it so much easier if you guys are interacting. Then post it there in Q&A box. In fact, just to kick this thing off, you guys all click on the Q&A box and let me know where you guys are calling in from. I know we got entrepreneurs from all around the world. As you can see here at the top of the slide, like, we have all sorts of types of entrepreneurs and business owners inside ClickFunnels as well. We have entrepreneurs, we have small business owners, we have online marketers, we have marketing agencies, tons of people, and I'm just so excited to share with you guys. So, all right, we got people coming in from all around the world. We've got Chicago, we've got New York, we've got Hawaii, we've got Dubai, we've got people from okay, you guys are calling from everywhere. It's awesome. Some of you guys, it's probably 2 or 3 in the morning. So thank you for taking the time and effort. I promise you that this will be entertaining. It's gonna be fun. It'll be well worth your time. One more thing before I jump into this, I want to just stress: if you have Skype open or Facebook Messenger or your cell phone or anything, please turn them off. I promise you that your focus, your attention for the next 90 minutes or so will be well worth your time. I just need you to focus, and I promise if you do that, I'm going to give you some stuff that will change your business, and probably, if you listen and pay close attention, it's probably going to change your life as well. All right, so that's it. I'm going to jump right into this. Again, one last time, after over 2 million funnels and over 70,000 split tests, this is what we have learned. I'm going to show you guys 3 simple tweaks our top members use to instantly boost their sales by 540% without driving any traffic. How many of you guys are excited about this? If you're excited, go to the Q&A box and be like, I'm excited, and tell me how much you're freaking out. Because I'm excited, I'm freaking out, you can probably tell as well. In fact, I was here at the office till 2:30 last night working on the new version of these slides, and I'm just so excited to share with you. Okay, so I just want to stress really quick as we dive into this. This right now, what you guys are about to learn, this is the equivalent if you were to go to Google and this guy right here, Larry Page, was to say, hey guys, guess what? I know no one really knows our algorithm. We've been talking about it. We can always change it, but I'm just going to give it to a few people. How many of you guys want the algorithm? How many of you guys would freak out if Larry Page was like, here's the algorithm, and you're just like, oh, that's all it is, and you knew exactly what to do with absolute certainty to get page 1, not just page 1, but #1 ranking in Google every single time for every single keyword you could ever dream of. It'd be like cheating, right? But that's what this is like. This is like Larry Page looking at the entire internet, everything through Google, and telling you, this is what you need to do. This is the first, second, third most important things. That is literally what's happening right now, because there's nobody else on planet Earth that has more data about funnels than we do here at ClickFunnels. We have over 50,000 active members. We got over 2 million funnels, and so there's no one else that has this data besides us. And I promise you, if you listen the same way you would listen if Larry Page was to come to you and give you Google's algorithm, that's what's gonna happen. This is literally the funnel algorithm. This will give you everything you need to know to be successful, and you just gotta reverse engineer it inside your company, okay? Now, are you in the right place? I know we got a ton of people online, so I did a recent poll inside of our ClickFunnels members group, asking like, who are the people that are using ClickFunnels? I want to know who all of you crazy people are. And what was interesting is there's a lot of different types of people. There's entrepreneurs, there's small business owners, there's online marketers, there's digital marketers, there's marketing agencies, there's coaches, there's business professionals, there's network marketers, marketing managers, website designers, authors. There's a couple Russel Brunson groupies, which is funny. There's tech experts, there's people reinventing their career, there's marketing consultants, there's digital marketing experts, there's authors, like there's tons of you guys that are here. So if any of these things resonate with you, then you're in a good spot, okay? It means you have found a home, you found your family. We are all people just like you who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we're selling, okay? And some of you guys are working for yourself, some of you guys work inside of a company. I don't really care what it is. If you are someone who is here, it means you are in the right spot and you're about to learn something that's going to take whatever it is you're doing and take it to the next level, okay? So really quick, I'm going to get this part out of the way quick because I don't really care, but my name is Russel Brunson. For those who have no idea who I am, I'm one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels. I've had a chance to build funnels for some of the top people in the world. I built out funnels for Tony Robbins, for Marcus Lemonis in the TV show The Prophet. In fact, Marcus, like we did so much, he actually had me on the show The Prophet. How many of you guys watched CNBC and you watched the show The Prophet? Okay, if you watched the episode with Flex Watches, they had me come on and we built that entire funnel for Flex Watches. You can see in the picture here how these guys are all going crazy when I revealed like this is the funnel we built for you. They were going crazy. And so we've been on The Prophet talking about funnels, talking about ClickFunnels. Like this is something that's huge and it's something that I'm so passionate about that I love sharing with people like you. And so, but what I'm most excited is not about me because I don't really care that I was on TV. Like none of this stuff really matters to me and it shouldn't matter to you. What I care the most about, what our company, what our entire team's excited is we're trying to get as many of our customers, many of our members into a thing that we call the 2 Comma Club. Now, so if you don't know what the 2 Comma Club is, I was a little slow, someone had to explain it to me, but basically in $1 million, there's 2 commas. So when somebody has a funnel that's made at least $1 million, we reward them with this huge plaque. It's like a Grammy Award-winning gold record with their name on it and 2 commas they can put on their wall just to show that like they're having success. Okay? And so that's my goal, and that's my goal of this presentation. If I can show you guys the algorithm, if I can show you the blueprint, you're a lot more likely to actually have a chance to go out there and succeed just like all these people you see here on stage. Now, the reason why I invented the 2 Comma Club, this is because when I was starting this business about 14 or 15 years ago, there was a guy who came out, his name is John Reese, and he did what nobody thought was possible. It was kind of like the 4-minute mile. You guys remember the story about Roger Bannister when he went out there and the whole world said it's impossible to break the 4-minute mile, and he was like, I think I'm going to do it. And he went out there and he shattered the 4-minute mile. Now, for centuries before that, nobody had ever done it. Nobody believed it was impossible. But what's interesting is as soon as Roger did it, afterwards, everybody else believed they could do it. And in the next like year, 2 years, 3 years, a handful of people all did it as well. So when he broke the 4-minute mile, everyone else knew they could do it as well. And John did that for me. So if you look at this right here, this is a picture. This is on August 17th, 2004. John Reese, who's one of the pioneers of our industry, he did a product launch. His goal was to make $1 million in a day. And he went out there and he did it. It took him 18 hours to make $1 million online. And this is the picture here of the launch day with them like doing their countdown. And I can just imagine like sitting in that room with him and experiencing that, seeing the sales coming through and marking it down and like the excitement of having this huge goal that nobody thought was possible and then smashing through it in like 18 hours. And when I saw this, I was a young kid. I was at the time making maybe $1,000 a month online, selling some of the dorky things I was selling on eBay and other things like that. And I saw him do that. I remember sitting there thinking, man, if John Reese can make $1 million in a day, I wonder if I can make $1 million in a year. And I never even considered that as a possibility. I never thought about it. But when he did it, when he broke that 4-minute mile, for me it became possible. So I went out there, I started launching businesses with a different mindset, with different intention, because I knew that if John Reese can make $1 million in a day, I think I can make $1 million in a year. And I started trying and started trying. I was in college at the time, and I tried thing after thing, and what was interesting is within a year of graduating from college, I had made $1 million. And in a day, or even in a year, but within a year, I'd done $1 million. And then my next goal was like, okay, I want to do $1 million in a year. And it took me about 1 or 2 years to get, and finally I got, and I did $1 million in a year. And then I was like, okay, I want to do what John did. How do I do $1 million in a month? And I worked, and eventually I had $1 million month. And then I was like, I want to do $1 million day. And now there's been multiple times I've done $1 million day. And I knew that it was possible, not because like I'm great or anything. I knew it was possible because John had done it. And I know there's so many other pioneers in our industry who saw John do it, and then it became real for them too. And so I wanted this to become real for all of our members as well. I wanted them to see that it wasn't just Russell making money with ClickFunnels, it was happening all around them. In fact, this is me, this is my wife and I in our very first home after we got married. Like, that's me. So I'm speaking to all the people like me who had a buzzed head, glasses, were so broke you had to cut up your credit cards because you didn't even have the money to pay the monthly fees. Like, that was the reality of my life when John broke the 4-minute mile. And that gave me so much faith and so much hope that I look back now, the last 15 years of my life and my career, it's changed my life. And so if I can do that for you, that John Reese did for me, that's what gets me fired up and excited. And so us as a community, so you guys know who you are part of now, because you're on this webinar, you are part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs like you. We call ourselves funnel hackers. And we're entrepreneurs who aren't just trying to sell stuff and make a quick buck, but we're legitimately trying to change the world. How do we help people? How do we serve people at the highest level? Like, business is all about changing people's lives. That's what we believe as funnel hackers, okay? And so we always tell people, like, you as a funnel hacker, like, you're just one funnel away from getting into the 2 Comma Club. The 2 Comma Club is fun. It means you made $1 million in a funnel, but what's more important is, like, what did that mean? Like, what kind of impact did you have on the world if you made $1 million? How many people's lives were changed because of the products and the services that you sold? And I want you to understand, like, you're literally just one funnel away. And one funnel away from what? For every one of you guys, it's different. Some of you guys, you're one funnel away from financial freedom. Some of you guys, you have a message you want to share with the world, and you're literally one funnel away from sharing that message with more people. Some of you guys are one funnel away from actually providing for your family. Some of you guys are one funnel away from more time freedom, from changing the world, from serving more people, from quitting your job, from spending more time with your loved ones. Whatever that means to you, we understand that freedom, that thing that you are on this webinar trying to discover, that thing you became an entrepreneur to do, like, you're literally one funnel away from that. And when you understand that, it gets exciting. And we're going to talk about that at the end. In fact, I've got about 15 or 16 ClickFunnels members who are waiting in the queue to get on live and share with you their stories about ClickFunnels and about their one funnel away. All these guys were struggling, and all of a sudden they had a funnel that hit, and it changed everything for them. So they're going to be sharing your story. So make sure you hang out, because at the end they're jumping on. It's going to be so much fun. All right. So what are funnels? For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, funnels are the new opportunities. Funnels, how all selling online will be done in the future. Okay. The left-hand side is the traditional website. This is what most people are familiar with. Traditional websites are the equivalent of slamming a whole bunch of customers into a brick wall and no money comes out. Okay, I don't care what you think or believe, they're over, it's done. The new opportunity, the future, is a thing we call sales funnels. You're taking somebody through a process. And I'm going to show you guys funnels. I'm going to explain these things to you, and you'll understand it more as we go throughout. But this is the new opportunity, sales funnels, okay? So funnels, this is how entrepreneurs are literally changing the world. Now, recently I was hanging out with, I was listening to one of my friends, Ryan Moran, and he gave a definition of what an entrepreneur was that changed my perspective on everything. He said an entrepreneur is someone who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. Okay, I want you to say that again. An entrepreneur is someone who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. You think about most of society, most people out there in the world, things happen, there's problems, there's issues, and what do? They complain about it, they blame other people, they blame the government, they blame the school system, they blame all sorts of things, and all they do is they blame. So what makes you an entrepreneur? Okay, for some crazy reason you saw that problem that was not your own. Instead of blaming the school or society or your family or your whoever, you looked at it and said, that responsibility, that problem right there, that's my problem. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go and I'm going to actually figure out a way to fix it. And that's what makes you weird, and that's what makes you amazing. Okay? Now, I want to share with you guys a couple examples of people who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. These are ClickFunnels members that have done this. Okay, the first one, this is Pamela Weibel. A lot of you guys probably never heard of Pamela, but she's a doctor. Her whole life she wanted to be a doctor. Went to as a kid she wanted to be a doctor. Went to medical school, everything. She got into medical school, and then guess what happened? People in schools, or people she loved, people she cared about, who had the same dream that she did, were miserable, and they started committing suicide. And there was suicide after suicide when she was going through school. People who were trying to become doctors. And then when she became a doctor, she went out to start practicing, and same thing. All these people around her, doctors that she loved, were committing suicide. Now, most of us look at that problem and be like, that's the medical, that's the medical community's problem, that's government's problem. We'd be blaming someone, right? But instead, Pamela looked at it and said, this problem is my problem, and I'm going to solve that. And Pamela's gone out there and she's made it her mission to save doctors. Now, doctors' suicide rate is double the number 2 highest suicide rate. Okay? I didn't know that before I met Pamela. In fact, she was at her office last week and she gave me this book, one of her books, and she signed it. She said, Russell, thanks for creating the software that's helped me to save countless lives. Okay, Pamela is an entrepreneur because she looked at that problem, and even though it wasn't her fault, it wasn't her problem, it wasn't anything she should deal with, she looked at it and said, I'm going to take personal responsibility for that. And now she's literally saving people's lives every single day. And she's doing that through funnels. And that's the magic we're talking about. Here's another one. This is Kaylin Poland. Some of you guys know her. I talk about her a lot in our trainings. She was overweight when she was younger, and she couldn't lose the weight. She was struggling, and she had some things in her life happen. Eventually, she went and she lost a ton of weight, and she went and started competing. She won a world record in a bodybuilding competition, and she went through this whole process. And the same thing happened to her. She was looking around, and she saw all the other people who were struggling with weight loss. And she could have easily been like, well, they need to eat less. They need to go talk to their doctors. They need to go to a gym or whatever. She said, look, this may not be my problem, but I experienced it. I remember the pain of that thing. She said, I want to fix this. So she took that personal responsibility onto her own, and she came in, and right now, Lady Boss Weight Loss in the last 18 months has helped over 100,000 women have come through their programs and lost weight, felt better about themselves, changed their families. Like, it is insane the impact that she's had on the world because she took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't her own. And then she used funnels to get that message out. Here's another one. This is Annie Grace. Now, Annie is one of the coolest people I've ever met. Annie was a business professional. She was traveling a lot, and she traveled. She would go on these different trips and stuff, and she would drink socially with these people, and with different colleagues and things like that when she was out traveling. And the more she was doing, the more she would drink. And eventually got to a point where she's like, wow, it's really hard to stop drinking. And she couldn't imagine life without drinking. She thought, you know what? This is a problem. And so she spent the next year of her life trying to figure out, how do I break the shackles of alcoholism? And it's not an easy thing for anyone who's gone through that problem. And she went through and she figured out the way to do it. She's written books on that. And then she got the book out there and started helping other people. And it's insanely cool as I've watched now, over the last year or so that I've known her, I've watched literally thousands of people that she has helped to break the chains of alcohol addiction. She's done through her books, she's done through her webinar funnels. And what's interesting is, again, she could look at that, it's not her fault that other people are struggling with alcohol addiction. But she looked at that and said, you know what, I struggled with that, and my quality of life is better because I fixed it. I'm going to take personal responsibility for that problem, and I'm going to help other people as well. This is why I love entrepreneurs so much. Okay, again, we're kind of a weird breed, but we're literally the people that are changing the world. It's not going to be governments, it's not going to be school systems, it's going to be people like you and me who have crazy ideas who are trying to actually change the world. Okay, and one more share. This is Garrett J. White, the master coach and mentor. Garrett was a man who was struggling in his marriage, in his family, in his life, in his business, and everything. And finally one day he said, you know, I have to change. And he had to change everything. And it was not an easy process, right? But he did this thing and he completely transformed his life, his marriage, his business, his family, everything. And then he heard the voice. And it said, this is the problem you need to take care of. And he was like, why should I be doing it? Like, I struggle with my whole life. Like, why is this my problem? But also entrepreneurs don't know how to turn that voice off. And so he said, okay, I'm going to figure out a way to do it. And since then, he's gone on to help thousands and thousands of men to repair their relationships, to fix their body, to fix their businesses, to literally change their life. And Garrett's another one of the examples of just one of our ClickFunnels members that's changing the world. Now, I want to actually share with you a quick video of Garrett because he is using funnels to do this. And this is a video that he gave me of him explaining the impact that ClickFunnels and this whole process I'm sharing with you guys today has had on his life and on his business.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just gonna manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like, every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like, there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages, or from Optimized Press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that opened up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap, an opportunity which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels has the most amazing customer support?
If you're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital, and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
All right, every time I see that video, I get so pumped up and excited about ClickFunnels and the mission and the message, and so excited to have a chance to share this with you guys. So, I just want you guys to understand before I jump into this, that this is not something that's happening to a few people over here and there, and this is something that happens to, you know, people that are really good at business or people that are rich already. This is literally happening to hundreds of other people who are just like you. In our last Funnel Hacking Live event, we gave away 93 of these 2 Column Club awards, 93 of them, okay? 93 people who are sitting in the audience that all made over $1 million inside of a funnel. Okay, our Funnel Hacking Live is coming up in the very near future. We already have over 200 people who are gonna be coming on stage. People who were just a year prior were sitting in the audience wondering like, man, that's cool, how do they do that? Like, I don't even know how to start a business or what to do. And now a year later, they're in the club. So this is happening to people just like you, so you can't discount it. You guys understand that? Like, this is something that's happening, and I want to help it to happen for you. Okay, so again, I'm jumping this now. So after over 2 million funnels and 70,000 split tests, this is what we have learned. Now, these are the 3 secrets I'm going to share with you guys here, if you can see that on the board. Number 1, I'm going to show you guys how to instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Okay, what we found after going through all these funnels, all these tests, there were similarities that let the people that were in certain markets take almost all of the customers. Okay, when you understand these basic principles, you can go into any market, anytime, and just go get all of the customers and they become yours. Okay, how many of you guys want to learn about that one? Okay, if you want to know, let me know in the box. Because I already know this. All right, cool, they're coming in now. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, after processing over $477,411,000, $717 in revenue, yes, that's almost $500 million in revenue, we were shocked that 98.3% of all of that revenue came from just 3 simple funnels. Is that crazy? I would assume it was like 20 or 30 different types of funnels. There's if you've been online at all, you know there's all these people teaching all sorts of types of funnels, and there's a lot of them out there, but almost all of the revenue came from just 3. Okay? So my question for you, are you using these 3 in your business? What kind of funnel are you building right now? If it's not one of these 3, this is where you should be focusing, because 98.3% of all revenue came from one of these 3 funnel types. I'm going to show you guys that right here in a second. And then the third thing, and this one has really shocked me actually, this is the secret, almost backward traffic source that literally fuels all of the top 100 funnels. Okay? When I first saw that, I was like, what? And at first it was kind of confusing to me. And after I saw the stats and the results, it all of a sudden made perfect sense and perfect clarity. And so I'm going to show you guys all those 3 things. You guys excited about that? Okay, so let's jump right in. So secret number 1, how to instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Now, I was making this slide, Todd, my business partner and co-founder of ClickFunnels, saw that Tim Ferriss posted this on his Instagram. He said, I drink the tears of my enemies. So I literally just grabbed it off Instagram and posted it here because that's kind of what it's going to be like when you take all of the customers in your market and your competitors are in trouble, okay? In fact, at the end of this presentation, I made these really cool shirts last week because I think they're really funny. And it's a shirt that says, I drink the tears of my enemies. We have a man version and a woman version. So at the end of this presentation, I'm showing you guys can get one of these 2 shirts for free. If you're a man, you get the blue one. If you're a woman, you get the pink one. Or if you are a woman who likes blue, you can, anyway, whatever you guys want. If you're a man who likes pink. But at the end of the presentation, I'll show you guys how you can get one of these t-shirts, because after you understand what I'm going to share with you, you'll have no more competitors. And you can shrink their tears. Anyway, there you go. All right. Okay, so here's the first principle you have to understand. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, I learned this from Dan Kennedy, who was one of my first mentors. So I'm going to repeat it again. This is very, very important. Okay, first time I heard it, it did not make sense to me, and I want to make sure I explain this to you as well. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So a business that beats its competition by making the same prospect worth more to his business than to that of his competition. Okay, so let me walk you through what that means. So let's just say you are an author. I know some of you guys are authors, some of you guys aren't, but let's just say you're an author, okay? So if you're a traditional author and you're selling your books on Amazon, like this book right here, these are some of my favorite business books. This one sells for $15.95. So how much money can I spend to acquire a customer, right? I can spend up to $15.95 and then we break even, okay? So most authors struggle because that's all they can spend to sell a book, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how funnels help you sell a ton of books. And unlike most authors, I'm literally able to sell between 3,000 to 5,000 books a week, every single week with absolute certainty. Okay, let me show you how it works. So here is the magic, AKA the basic math that makes all of this thing work, okay? Now I'm not a super good student. I'm not super good at math or anything. There's like 3 numbers I understand in all of business, and these are them. If you understand these 3 numbers, you can be as good at marketing math as you need to be, okay? So these are the numbers. CPA stands for cost per acquisition, or how much does it cost to get a customer? Okay, and over here is ACV, average cart value. It's how much money you make on average for every single person who buys your product. Okay, so let me walk you through the numbers, how this works. So step number 1, we go and buy ads. So for right now, for my book, it costs me about $23 to sell 1 copy of my book. So my CPA, my cost per acquisition, my cost to acquire customer is $23, okay? Now if you look at the numbers right now, these guys selling on Amazon are already in trouble, okay? It costs me $23 to get a customer, and they only make $15.95 on their books, okay? That's why these guys don't sell that many books, okay? Now step number 2 is I sell them a copy of my book. Now, right now, the way I do my book funnel is someone pays $7.95 shipping and handling to get a copy of one of my books, and right now, 13% of the people on this page, they say yes. Okay, so we send them here, 13% say yes, so my average cart value so far is $7.95, right? If someone bought a book, they've only spent $7.95. So my average cart value, how much money I made so far is $7.95, okay? Now, most people can stop there, so I spent $23, I made $7.95. That's not a very good business. I'm gonna be digging a hole pretty quick, right? But that's where the magic of a funnel takes over. So let me take you now to step number 3. Step number 3, I offer what we call an order form bump. Okay? So order form bump is an upsell that's right there on the order form. So after they put in their credit card, but before they click submit, there's an upsell that says, hey, do you want this special thing? Okay, so right now 20.8% of my book customers take a $37 order form bump. Okay, so not everybody, but 1 out of 5 click on this button here and pay me an extra $37. So if you take the math on that, so I got $7.95 from the free book, 20% of $37 is $7.70. So if you add that together, so right now my average cart value is $15.65. So I spent $23 to sell a book, and so far I made $15.63. I'm still negative, but I'm getting closer, right? Okay, now I go to step number 4. Step number 4, I offer a special one-time offer. This is an upsell. Now right now my first upsell, OTO stands for one-time offer. My first upsell is $97, and right now 9.92% of my customers took the very first upsell for $97, right? So you do the math on that. Right now my average cart value for everyone who buys my book, on average now I'm making $25.27. Okay, so I'm spending $23 and now I'm making $25. I'm actually making a little bit of profit now. Not a lot, but a little bit of profit. Okay, now I move on to the next phase in the funnel. Step number 5, I offer them either a downsell or OTO number 2. When I do that, 4.19% of people took my one-time offer, which is the digital trading course I sell for $297. Okay, so you do the math on that. Now my average cart value is $37.71. So I spent $23 to acquire a customer, and on average, I make $37.71 for every single customer I acquire. Is that making sense? You guys getting this so far? I know it's kind of math in the middle of the day. It might be hard, but these are the numbers how it works. So this is how this game is played. The goal of your first funnel is to acquire a customer. And remember, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So I spent $23 to acquire a customer. My average cart value is $37. I make $37 for every single book that we sell. And then, this is the secret, you guys. I made $14.71. Okay, so I made a profit, which is awesome, yay! But the more important thing is I got a customer. Okay, that is the key. I got a customer. Okay, now one thing about customers, if you treat them well, guess what customers will do? They'll continue to buy from you. Okay, so this entire thing, my goal is to acquire a customer. If I made $14 to get a customer, I'm having a celebration. If I broke even to get a customer, I'm having a celebration. But in this funnel, I'm making $14.71 for every customer I get. Okay, so the question is, what do you do when you have a funnel? You can put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out. What do you guys think? Put $1 in ads in, make $2 back out. What should I do? Well, for me, I want to put more dollars in and get more dollars back out, right? And that is the game we play. Putting more dollars in and getting more dollars back out. That's how you grow and scale a business quickly, okay? Now, the other thing I want you to understand is that the second sale that happens is 100% pure profit, okay? Because you spent money initially selling the book, but now you have that customer. Now you just send an email to them or you follow up through Facebook, wherever it is, and you take them to the next offer. You don't have to pay for ads again. I don't have to pay to acquire the customer. I already have them. So anything I buy after this is pure profit. And what I found is true is that buyers will continue to buy until you either offend them or you stop selling them stuff. So someone who bought my book, then after, again, I made $14.71 when they bought the book. Now I have a customer. Now the next phase, sorry why it's popping up here in the middle of the presentation. All right, the next phase here then is I upsell them to ClickFunnels, my software program. And everyone who buys ClickFunnels is pure profit because I already acquired them as a customer when they bought the book. Okay, I don't have to go buy them. I don't have to spend money to acquire them again. They just buy the next thing, and the same thing, then I can send them up to coaching, and so on and so forth. So everything after the initial funnel is pure profit you get to keep. That, you guys, is the big secret. That's how funnels work. That's how I can outspend all my competitors. Does that make sense? Okay? So again, this is the key. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay? All these books all over at Amazon can spend 15, 16 bucks to acquire a customer. I can spend almost 40. And then we take them from there. Okay? And some of you are saying, but Russell, isn't fair. I don't sell books. I'm not an author. This webinar doesn't make any sense for me. Okay? So I understand that. I want you to look at these things and say, okay, I may not sell a book, but how can I use that process and that principle in what I'm selling? So I'm going to pick just a random example, and then later on in the presentation, I'm going to go through all the different industries so you can see exactly how this can work for you. But I'm going to pick an example. Let's just say that you are in traditional e-commerce. You're selling stuff on Amazon or Shopify or Etsy, okay? Let's say you're selling flashlights. So here is Amazon listing for a flashlight. The lowest cost one is for $18. Here is a Shopify store, $20 for a flashlight. Now, when I look at Amazon or Shopify stores, this is, for me, is the equivalent of slamming people into a brick wall, right? They come to this page, there's 1,000 options, you're hoping they're gonna buy, but people come there, they get confused, they don't know what to do, and then they leave. So you're literally slamming people in a brick wall, okay? I've not seen very many Amazon flashlight sellers or Shopify flashlight sellers who've really killed it, okay? But I want to introduce you to a guy named Trey Llewellyn. Now, Trey also sells flashlight, but he doesn't do it in an online store. Okay, Trey does it through a thing called a funnel. Right there, that's why Trey's got 1 Two Comma Club award, and he's actually getting a couple more awards at our next event. He has been killing it because he understands the power of funnels versus a traditional store. Okay, so Trey was selling flashlights as well, and he decided to put them into a funnel. Okay, now this is a screenshot of his warehouse. He said, if it wasn't for ClickFunnels, this video would not be possible. Everything you see here is the business that ClickFunnels has allowed us to build. And check out this warehouse, all these boxes. Tons. He says right now they're shipping between 40 and 50,000 units that have been shipped and packed just for this week. Just this week they sold 40 to 50,000 units. Is that crazy? They pre-sell them, they get them, they ship them out, and that's the magic, you guys. Okay, and they're doing this through a funnel. So let me walk you through how this process works so you guys can understand the whole thing. Okay. Step number 1 is you gotta sell something that's awesome. So AK, you gotta pick your best, most sexy product you have, and you sell that on the front end. So for Trey, it was his Lumatech tactical flashlight. So he made that, put it on the hook. That was the front end offer, and that offer you can advertise on Facebook, you can advertise on through ads, all sorts of places. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But he has that first, okay? So he sells the ad. Step number 2, he then upsells them with what we call an order form bump, okay? Again, an order form bump is, think about the checkout stand at the grocery store. This is the impulse purchase, right? So here's the candy bar, the stick of gum, the Inquirer magazine, like that's what an order form bump is. So if they come here, they're gonna buy it, and he has an order form bump where he offers them some extra G70s or whatever that is, okay? So there's the order form bump. Step number 3, then he takes them and he makes a very special one-time offer. Okay, so kind of like McDonald's, when you go there and they're like, hey, you ordered a Big Mac, do you want fries and a Coke? And people are like, yeah, I really do. And they get fries and a Coke, and what happens? That's how McDonald's became McDonald's, right? They were like a little hamburger stand, they had upsells and downsells, and boom, they explode. Same thing happened for Trey. So somebody buys the flashlight, buy the order form, and they come here and say, hey, do you want some more rechargeable batteries? People are like, yes, that would actually be nice. I do want some more rechargeable batteries, and they do an upsell. Okay, so you gotta think, what's the next awesome thing you could offer your new customers that'll help them to get the results that they're actually looking for? That becomes your one-time offer, your upsell. Okay? Now, step number 4, if they say no to that, that's okay. Then you can offer them a downsell. You can offer them a warranty plan. You can offer them shipping. You can offer them a free or discount shipping. You can offer them a digital product. You downsell them on the next step. Okay? And that, you guys, is how you do a funnel in e-commerce. Okay? So again, it's the same if you're an author, if you're in e-commerce, if you're in retail, if you're in network marketing. It works across the board. And I'll show you some examples here in a minute. But this is the key, you guys. So get your pad of paper out if you're taking notes. This is the secret. After analyzing all of these things, over 2 million funnels, over 70,000 split tests, this was the secret to boosting sales by over 540%. Okay, now I'm nervous to show this to you guys because some of you guys just seem like, that makes total sense, Russell. That's too simple. It's got to be more complicated. It's not. Yet most of you are not doing this, okay? So it's simple when you see it. That's why I'm nervous to share it with you, but I want you guys to understand the power of it, okay? So let's check this out. So the first thing we found out is that by adding an order form bump, for everyone at ClickFunnels as an order form bump, it increased their revenue on average by 147%. Okay, so adding that little tiny block that says, hey, do you want the National Enquirer? Do you want gum? Do you want the audiobook? Whatever that is, 147% increase in revenue. Okay, and if you're a doctor making 200 grand a year and you want 147% increase in revenue, what do you got to do? You got to clone yourself 1.5 times, right? It's not possible. Yet this, all you do is you add an order form bump. Think about all your funnels. Do you have order form bumps in all of them? If not, now is the time to go back and do that. 147% increase in revenue. make more money, you can spend more money to acquire a customer. Number 2, adding an upsell increased revenues on average by 130%. Very simple, but you need to have an upsell. Do you have an upsell? If not, 130% of your income is disappearing into the night. It's literally falling through the cracks and it's gone. Okay? And some of you guys are like, well, Russell, I don't care about revenue. I don't, you have these beliefs. It's like, no, look, the extra 130% in revenue, I can spend that in ads and I can get my product, my service, and my message out to more people. Okay? So you need to have at least one upsell. Next one, adding a downsell or a second OTO increased revenues on average by 133%. Okay? So you need an upsell, and if they say no, you need a downsell, or you need a separate offer, an upsell. 133%. Now this is the coolest thing. We took all of the users who had all three, an order form bump, an upsell, and a downsell. You do that like that cross diagram there, and you took all those together. This is the big one. When they did all three of them on a funnel, increased their revenues on average by 540%. 540%. Is that crazy? Okay, how'd you get to 5.5x your money instantly right now? That's what we're talking about by having order form bump, upsell, and downsell. Now, I want a warning. Because some of you guys are like, that's cool, Russell. If I can do an upsell and downsell, I'm going to do 22 of them. Okay? We found that people that have funnels that have more than just an upsell and a downsell, almost like you add in a third one, you will see your revenues start declining. You'll make money up front. People, like the lifetime value of your customers drop dramatically. This is what the data and the stats show. Okay? So, I had a funnel back in the day. I had like 3 or 4 different upsells, and I made a lot of money in the funnel, but for some reason people didn't buy the next thing because I offended them. It was like too much, and they lost trust in me and didn't buy from me. So if you have more than more than an upsell and downsell or 2 upsells, you need to get rid of those because they are destroying the lifetime value of your customers. So there's your warning. Stop after the second upsell. No more. That's it. All right? Okay, so that is the secret to boosting your sales by 540%, you guys. Is that pretty awesome? All right, so this is Dana Derricks, and I showed him that stat when he was here. He is a goat farmer / internet marketer / copywriter. He was in my office hanging out, and he, brought me those amazing overalls. So I was wearing overalls with him. I shared him the number, and he said, wait, so instead of making $100 on a website, by adding those 3 things, you make $640. I said, yeah. And the math, that's 540% increase in revenue for the same traffic. And then he started doing like a David Letterman top 10 list. And that's what he said. He said, well, that's kind of like playing basketball, but instead of playing 5-on-5, you're playing 1-on-5. Like, yeah, that's very similar, actually. He said, well, it's kind of like drinking just 20% of an energy drink. Why wouldn't you just drink the whole thing? It's not that hard. Like, it's a good point. So it's like going shopping with $100 versus going shopping with $640. It's like having 6 wives instead of 1. Now, that one, I don't know if that is as awesome as the other ones, but we'll keep going on. He says, like winning $640,000 at the casino, but only cashing out $100,000. Or driving a race car that goes 10 miles per hour versus 64 miles per hour. Or getting in a flight by yourself versus having 6 buddies on your side. Or getting into a fight by yourself. Or it's like ordering 6 chicken nuggets, but opening the box and only finding 1. Aww. Or it's like putting in a request for 6 days of vacation, but only being approved for 1. And so all those is what you're basically doing if you don't just add those things in your funnel. That makes sense, you guys? It really is that simple. So that is the secret to boosting your sales by 540%. Okay, and after you've done that, you can instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers in your market. Your competitors are not doing that. They're selling on Amazon, they're selling on Shopify. If they do have funnels, they're not doing a full funnel. Because of that, if you do it the right way, you can literally go into any market and you can outspend them, you can get all the customers, they'll become yours, and the other people are gonna get out of business, and you will literally have the chance to drink the tears of your enemies, if that's what you wanna do, all right? So that's secret number 1. Is that cool, you guys? All right, let's move on now to secret number 2. Secret number 2, after processing over $477 million in revenue, yes, that's almost $500 million, we were shocked that 98.3% came from the same 3 simple funnel types. So my question for you is, are you guys using these funnels? Do you know what they are? What do you think they are? Okay, so if you had a chance to see, we created a book called the Funnel Cookbook, and you get a free copy. You go to funnelcookbook.com. There's a download link. You can download the PDF, or you pay shipping, handling, we'll mail it out to you. But inside this book, we diagrammed out 22 types of funnels for every industry you can dream of. Okay, and then I had made a bunch of videos of me training through Lego, showing how it all worked. And so it's really, really cool. There's a lot of funnels for a lot of different purposes and things you might want to use, right? In fact, I had people guess, like, what do you think the top 3 funnels were? And some people were like, well, it's got to be a product launch funnel, right? I'm like, well, product launch funnels are awesome. It was not the top 3. That's the funnel you could use. So it was a membership site funnel. I'm like, no, that's an awesome funnel, but you can use, but it's not a membership site funnel. Is it a video sales letter funnel? No. Is it a cancellation funnel? And while these funnels are all awesome, there are times and places in your business when you need to use them, like the cancellation funnel, right? If you have a membership site and people are canceling, adding in a cancellation funnel will drop your cancellations by 60%. So yes, you do need these kind of funnels. That's why there are a lot of funnels for different use cases and different purposes. But if you're looking at like which ones generate the most revenue, there are 3. You guys ready to see what these are? All right, and the winners are, after processing $500 million in revenue, are these. Number one is what we call an application funnel. Okay, now this funnel generates application leads online, and people call those leads offline to sell them high-ticket products and services. Okay, so if you're selling something expensive for anywhere from $1,000 up to $100,000 or more, an application funnel is the secret. Okay, you have a really good funnel. You show videos, whatever, a case study, whatever. They fill out a form, they apply. You can take these applications and call them on the phone. And you sell them your really, really expensive thing. Okay, I think one of the reasons why the revenue is so high is we have people literally selling $100,000 plus coaching packages, consulting packages, all off the back end of the application funnels. Okay, you can add these to the back of any business model, and it will dramatically increase your revenue. Okay, this is the back end of one of my application funnels for my Inner Circle program. It's no longer open. We closed it down, but when I had my $25,000 program open, this is what it looked like. People would come, they watch a case study video, and then apply, and then we get the application, and then we call them on the phone, and we'd offer them our coaching program. Okay, and that's it. They're simple, 3 pages. Okay, very, very simple. Number 2, the second webinar, or excuse me, the second highest grossing revenue funnel is a webinar funnel or an auto webinar funnel. Okay, now this funnel, what it does is it gets people to register for a webinar event, just like you're on today with me. Okay, I use these all the time. That's why you're here. Okay, gets them to register for a webinar event, and then on that webinar, a product or service is sold, and that's it. Okay, now it didn't matter if they were a webinar or an automated webinar. Both of them work really, really good. Okay, if you're using webinar, basically you're connecting with like a GoToWebinar or something. So someone registers here and they get added to GoToWebinar or Zoom or whatever your webinar platform is. If you're doing an auto webinar funnel, everything can happen inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, and so both of those work. And I said that's the number 2. So this is an example of one of my webinar funnels. Again, you know, it's simple. It's 4 pages. Like, they're very, very simple funnels. Yet the majority of the revenue is coming from these funnels. Is that crazy? It's almost, again, half these things are like almost too simple. You're like, well, Russell, I wanted some ninja invisible funnels. It's like, no, it's the fundamentals. Like, we understand that. I remember when I was wrestling, I started my wrestling, and there were I came in the first couple days, and there were all these guys that were better than me, and they're out there doing throws and all these fancy things. I was like, oh, that looks like fun. I want to do that. I remember my dad maybe took me to the side and forced me to do like basic wrestling, like a single leg and a double leg, and all these boring fundamentals I didn't want to do. We made me do over and over and over again. About 2 months into this, I had my very first wrestle off. One of my buddies who was on the advanced team that was throwing people, and we went to wrestle off, and I beat him really, really good. And I was so confused. My dad said the difference is that he was doing the flashy, throwy things, and you were doing the fundamentals. Okay? It's true in football, it's true in baseball, it's true in wrestling, and it's true in funnels. These are the fundamentals. Master them. Okay, number 3, the tripwire funnel. You know, tripwire funnel is similar to my book funnel I showed you guys before, or Trey's flashlight funnel. It sells a lower ticket price product that gets them into the funnel and then upsells them through order form bumps, one-time offers, and upsells and downsells. And this is what that looks like. Again, these are simple. It's like my book funnel, right? And so, again, but they're very simple. They're 4 pages. That's it. That's the magic. It's the fundamentals, you guys. Fundamentals. Okay, now this is the last thing I want to share on this, because this is really interesting to me. The top 1% of all of our ClickFunnels members are not just using one of these 3 funnels, they're using all 3 strategically. Okay? This is how they do it. They have a 2-step tripwire funnel. They have a free offer, something on the front end. And from there, they send people up into their webinar funnels, and after webinar funnels, they send them up into their application funnels. They're using all 3 of them. That's the secret, you guys. That's the fundamentals. Okay, so the question for you guys is probably this. It's like, well, is this gonna work for my business, Russell? I'm not like you. So we've broken down all of our customers into basically 6 different categories. We have authors, speakers, coaches, consultants. We have e-commerce, networker, affiliate marketers, professional services, brick and mortar, retail, and B2B. So look at your business right now. Which one of these slots do you fit in right now? Are you in the author, speaker, coach, consultant? Are you in e-commerce, your network marketing? Like, where do you fit right now? Okay, you guys all have that? If you have it in your head, and I'm gonna go through them actually and show you how these funnels work for all of these. Is that cool? All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start at the very beginning. So number 1, authors, speakers, coaches, and consultants. Okay, this one's easy. So on your tripwire, you're selling something like a book, right? Or maybe you're selling an MP3 player full of a bunch of information, or maybe you're selling a special report you print out and ship out. Okay, that's what you do on your tripwire. In your webinars, where you're selling like your home study course, and then your application funnels, they come, they actually have a chance to work with you or be in a mastermind group, where you have your hiring, coaching, or consulting. Okay, pretty simple. All right, number 2, e-commerce. So you guys are e-commerce, like, well, Russell, I sell my stuff on Amazon. I have my things in Shopify. Okay, you give me any Amazon store, any Shopify store, I will 10x your revenue by putting it into a funnel. I promise you that. We've seen it over and over and over and over again. The only reason why you're consistently selling on these other platforms is because you don't like money. That's the only reason I can think of that makes any logical sense to me. Okay, so let me give you some ideas to get the wheels in your head spinning. So if I am in e-commerce, let's say I'm selling let's say I'm in the emergency preparedness market, right? So I might lead with like a water filter straw, could be my 2-step tripwire funnel. And from there, I'm gonna do a webinar selling them expensive like food storage food, right? And then I have an application funnel. They come, we do survival training and things like that. Boom, that fast, that easy. Okay, maybe you're like, well, Russell, I'm not selling survival stuff. What about me? Okay, let me just pull another one off the top of my head. How about scrapbooking? Okay, so maybe your 2-step tripwire is giving away a scrapbooking ideas book. Okay, then your webinar funnel can sell scrapbooking kits, and then your application funnel will be scrapbooking retreats that come with you and actually scrapbook with you. Okay, like I could do this with any business, any product. Just takes a little thinking, and you plug them in here, and it works. Okay, so there's your e-commerce stuff. Network or affiliate marketers. How many network marketers and affiliate marketers do we have out there? And we usually got a whole handful of them. All right, let me show you how this works for you. Okay, what do you do on your 2-step tripwire? Okay, product sampling. Okay, you do this in person. So here's how you do it in person. You share the product, they like it, and then they sign up, right? So give away a free trial. Do a tripwire funnel. Here's a free sample of one of my products. Okay, number 2. Okay, you know in the network marketing industry, you do a lot of hotel meetings. Okay, webinar funnels are the same as hotel meeting. You bring a bunch of people in the room, you sell them the product or the service, and it works. Okay, next thing, home parties, right? You get people to come to your house and you get them to sign up through you. It's the exact same thing as an application funnel. Drive them through an application funnel, have them apply to work with you. Now you get higher quality people because they are gunning and fighting to try to work with you. Okay, that's how those funnels work in network and affiliate marketing. You guys getting this? It's almost too simple when you start looking at it, huh? You're like, Russell, I've been complicating this so much. It's like, no, it's the fundamentals, coming back to the fundamentals. All right, retail, brick and mortar. I know you guys thought you were going to stump me on this. You're like, well, this doesn't work for offline businesses, Russell. All right, give me 30 seconds to think through this. Okay, let's just say you are a tuxedo shop. Maybe your free plus shipping are cufflinks. Because what do we know about people that buy cufflinks? They usually have suits. And then our webinar could be a webinar showing them our high-end suit and selling them a suit. And then our application funnel, having them apply to fly to us. And we can actually do an entire extreme makeover, do the before, the after, all sorts of stuff like that. Okay, there it is for a tuxedo store. Like, well, Russell, I'm not tuxedo. Okay, let's do restaurants. Okay, let's say restaurants. So they have ladies night coming in your tripwire. So you get ladies to come in through a tripwire funnel. Then let's say in your webinar funnel, you get a bunch of people in there, and then from there you sell like a discount club, kind of like Sam's Club, right? So you get someone to pay you $100 a month or $500 a month to be able to buy more stuff from you. Okay, you may be thinking that's not possible in food. The answer is it's true. I have a friend up in Canada who's got a pizza shop who charges people $100 a month to have a card, just like a Sam's Club card, to have the ability to come in and buy pizzas at a discount. It works, okay? I do it through a webinar. We have a bunch of people on to sell our clubs, our food clubs through there. In the application funnel, let's just say I find the best sushi chef on planet Earth. I bring him to my restaurant, and then I have people apply to come and roll sushi with the top sushi chef in the world. They gotta apply, let me know why they want to do it. I call them on the phone, I explain why it's so high end, why this person is so expensive, and then they pay a premium to come to learn sushi making from the most amazing chef on planet Earth. Okay? Doesn't take that long. Think about any business you have, just think through it. I guarantee you can get it to fit inside of this model. Okay? Number 2, number 5 or 6 are on business to business. Okay? Same thing. Difference between business to business and most other things is just how we name things, right? So this is white papers typically that we lead with in B2B through our tripwire funnels. We have webinars that show case studies of our white papers, and we have applications where the result they want from the application, they apply and call them on the phone, and we sell them the high-end consulting, equipment, services, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Again, it works in every industry, guys. And the last one I think I'm going to share here is professional services. How will this work if you're a chiropractor, or a doctor, or a dentist, or like whatever? Okay? So if I'm a dentist, maybe I'll do a free teeth whitening on the front end. And my webinar could be having them come in to get all their teeth whitened and aligned, and maybe I have them apply to come in and actually do full dental cosmetic surgery to do veneers, get my teeth all straight and stuff like that. Okay? Or let's say you are a CPA or tax accounting person. You do a tax planning tripwire funnel, then you can do a webinar that helps with estate planning. It sells a higher end package, or we can have them apply to come work with you one-on-one and do your financing that way. You guys see how this all works? It works in every business. So the question for you is, will this work in your business? Now, what I always tell people is like, this only will work in your business if your business needs leads or customers. So pretty much that's every business on planet Earth. So yes, it does. All right. Okay. So notice anything interesting about these funnels? They're all very simple. They're not complex sequences like this. Everyone I know talking about funnels is talking about these things on the right-hand side. They're so complex, so confusing, and you don't need it. My funnels are all very simple, very basic, and they make money. Okay? All right. So what I want you to do now is basically for you guys choose one of these funnels to start with. Okay? I don't want you to do 3. In fact, my inner circle members, I have a rule. I said you are not allowed to create the funnel number 2 until your first funnel has made at least $1 million. So there's your criteria. So you got to pick. Are you going to build a tripwire funnel, a webinar funnel, or a high-ticket coaching funnel? I don't care which one it is. They all work. They all can be on the front end. You got to pick which one you want, and then you're going to focus on that for the next year until you made at least $1 million. So then you can make the second one. Sound fair? I don't want you guys making 3, I want you making 1. Okay, so with that said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into ClickFunnels really quick, and I'm actually going to build one of these funnels with you guys to show you how simple and how easy. You guys want to see how quick and easy it is? All right, let me jump right into ClickFunnels right now. All right, here I am inside the ClickFunnels dashboard, and I'm so excited to show this to you guys. All right, so the first thing, if you notice here at the top, this is the ClickFunnels game. And if you have not been playing the game, it's time to start playing. It's so much fun. We give away t-shirts and prizes and stickers and a whole bunch of fun stuff. Plus, it teaches you how to actually use ClickFunnels to build funnels, to drive traffic, and to change the world. So if you haven't been playing it, make sure you log in, click on resume playing. The game board will come up and show you where you are in the process. This one right here with Batman, this is where you're gonna create your hero funnel. Click on this right here and a little sidebar will pop out, and literally those videos will walk me through how to do every single step. You watch the videos, and then if you get stuck on something, you're like, I can't figure out how to do this. You click on this button right here, and it shows you all the steps. So I try to make this as simple as possible, so there's no way to fail. You just got to do it. So make sure you're playing the ClickFunnels game. But for right now, we're going to build a brand new funnel. I'm going to show you how it works. Click right here on the Build New Funnel button, and it's going to take you over to our virtual cookbook. Now I showed you guys earlier, I talked about the Funnel Hacker Cookbook. If you want a copy of it, just click on this button right here, and it'll take you to a page. You'll see this. There's 2 options. One is you can get a free download. You click right here and download the PDF. Excuse me, right here, download the PDF right here. Or if you want me to ship you out one, just pay shipping and handling to ship you out. There's also like 3 hours of training on how to build funnels here, all for free, just because we love you guys. So there's a cookbook. But for right now, I'm just going to shortcut this and show you exactly how it works. So down here, these are 22 different types of funnels you can create. Okay, so there's cancellation funnels, there's survey funnels, there's like all these really cool funnels. And a lot of you guys probably are wondering, like, what should I don't even know what kind of funnel I should use. So we have this really cool menu over here, so you can say, look, I'm a retail business and I'm trying to generate leads, and it'll show you like, okay, these are the best ones to generate leads if you're a retail business. Or I'm in network marketing and I'm trying to sell a product. Oh, these are the ones you should use. So kind of this little wizard here will help you to figure out which one is best for you. But for right now, as you know, there's 3 core funnels we're talking about. So I'm going to just show you guys. I'm going to build out this one right here, the 2-step tripwire funnel, which is one of the 3 most important funnels. So I click here on select funnel, and what it's going to do is going to give me some directions and instructions on how to use it. Now I tried to make this so simple that nobody can mess it up. So if you watch these videos, there's videos of me showing you literally how to build a funnel out of Legos. And so if you're confused, like what's the strategy behind this, how should I use it, watch these little videos. I lay it down so simple, so easy with Legos. Then you scroll down here and you just got to pick which kind of template you want. So the top here, these are a bunch of free templates that we have designed for you that are all amazing. And then also a whole bunch of ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels has a whole bunch of amazing designers who also design funnels. And this is a marketplace where you can buy funnels from some of our designers. These ones are premium, you got to pay the designers. But because of that, we have all these amazing designers making cool funnels every single day. And so it's really awesome. But for right now, I'm just going to pick one of these free ones for you. And if you click on this, it's kind of cool. You actually click on here and it'll show you like this is what the page looks like. And so you can kind of see like, do I like that style or not? And if you don't like it, you can click back. If you do like it, then just click on it. So I'm going to do actually, for today's demo, I'm going to do the JSON. This is one of my favorite ones. It's really simple and clean. You can see how cool it looks. So it's really simple. And then I'm just going to create that. So you click here and get new funnel or get funnel. And it's actually going to push that entire funnel inside your ClickFunnels account. So you can go and you can start editing it and start building your very first funnel. Okay, so that quick, the entire 2-step tripwire funnel has been pushed into your account with the designs that go through all the pages. Now here on the left hand, these are all of the different pages inside of the funnel. So this is the 2-step order form, this is OTO number 1, this is OTO number 2, or your downsell, and this is your thank you page. So it's very simple here. You click on each of them and see what the pages are going to look like. So for example, this is what the OTO page will look like. But for right now, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to edit a page just to show you how simple and how easy it is. Now I want to preface this before we go too deep in this. I want you to remember that I am not a programmer. I have 0 technical skills whatsoever. And so anything that I'm doing, this is something you can do as well. Okay, so here we are inside of the ClickFunnels editor, and basically you can see this is the website right here. Now, like a lot of website editors, it's really simple and easy to edit, right? I click right here, and I can take this headline, I can just retype it. So I'm gonna write, get your free copy of my best-selling book called Expert Secrets. Yay! And if I want, I can bold things, making different colors, a bunch of cool stuff. Just make that look really, really awesome, okay? So it can do that. I can also go and let's say this is the logo right here. I can click on this and I can change out with my logo. So I'm going to click on this little image thing here. Click on my logo right here. and now my logo's right there. Okay, and so it's very simple to edit things, just like most website editors. But what makes ClickFunnels different than any other website editor in the entire world is, check this out. Not only can I edit things, I can grab them and I can just drag and I can drop them. Look at that. Now, in the past, for me to do that, I would have had to call a programmer. They would have had to start messing with things. It would have been super hard and painful. But literally, I can just drag and I can drop things and just move them around. Now, not only can I drag and drop things, it's really simple to also add things. So let's say I'm here on this page. And I'm like, hey, I want to add a countdown clock. I click on this little button that says Add New Element. I click on that. And it gives me a whole palette of different types of elements I can add on the page. So headlines, subheadlines, bullet lists, paragraphs, images, videos. I come down here and I can say, okay, I want to add in a countdown clock. I click a button right there, and boom, that fast, there's a countdown clock here. If I click on this little gear, it lets me edit the settings so I can figure out like when I want it to start and count down to. I also have themes so I can pick different designs of clocks based on which ones I like the most. So let's say I think this one's awesome. Boom, there's the theme. And then again, if I don't like this here, I can move it over here. I can drag it over here, and like no matter what I do, I can't break this. It's like the most simple thing in the entire world. Right here, this is the video, so I click on this video right here, and if I want, I can go say I'm going to embed a YouTube video, and this is actually the YouTube video for my book funnel. So I'm just going to copy this right here. I'm actually just going to copy the YouTube link right here. I come right here. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to tell it to autoplay. And then if I save this page and I preview it, check this out. The page starts playing my video. How cool is that? Like, I'm not a programmer, and look at this page is functioning. It looks really, really good. Now, for those of you guys who do like design and do want to do more stuff, it's really simple to keep developing these things and make it look even more awesome. Let's say I want to add like a progress bar. I click right here, click on Add New Element, scroll through all the cool elements here till I find. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's a progress bar. I click progress bar, and that fast there's a progress bar here. Maybe I'm like, oh, I actually want up above. I click on this. There's different themes. So I can say, okay, I want stripes that are moving. Oh, that's kind of cool there. I can click on that. What other options do I have? I can click around and be like, okay, I want to make this 50%. I want to make it 90%. Like, it's so simple and so easy. It's ridiculous. No programmers needed for anything. And that's kind of how this works. If I don't like a section, I can go and I can delete it. I can, let's say there's a section down here. If I want, I can put other people's pictures in here. I just click on that, find a different face, plug it in, and that quick, it adds that person's face in there. Or let's say I don't like this block at all. I can highlight the whole thing and just delete it all together. But that's how simple it is, you guys, to edit these pages. Now remember I told you guys about the order form bump? Now in the past, if you want an order form bump, you have to hire a programmer, pay him thousands of dollars, have him hook it up to some shopping cart, and it's really, really confusing and hard and frustrating. But because we designed ClickFunnels to be able to do all the most important marketing stuff built into one thing, we made it so simple. All I do is I click on this little order form right here, I click on the button, it's going to pop out all these different options here, and if I click on step 2, boom, it shows me this is the 2-step order form. And I come down here and I can just edit the copy in here. I can edit the text. So I can say, yes, I want your audio book. And then right here, one-time offer, let's say it's $37, and say, click the box above to add my audio book to your order for just $37. Okay, how long does that take me? Maybe 3 seconds? Literally by adding that one thing in there, that increased my revenue for every single person who buys my book by 140%. Okay? To get a 140% raise in the real world, I have to go back to college for 5 or 6 years. Like, it would be insane. That took me less than a minute, and I just gave myself 140% increase raise. Okay? That's how simple it is to do order form bumps. Okay? You guys getting this? Do you see why this is insane? Anybody on planet Earth, you don't have to be a programmer or a genius or a tech person. You just have to have a passion about something and you want to sell, and you can do it here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay? Now there's a whole bunch of things you can customize and make it your own. Those who are into design stuff, you can do it, but the reality is these templates are designed in a way that are already proven to convert. You just got to cut and paste, put in your copy, put in your videos, put in your products, and that's all it takes. And I save the page. If I want, I can look at the mobile version, make sure it's going to look good on my phone. If not, you can edit the mobile version as well. Come back to desktop, I exit the page, and that's it. Page number 1 is finished. Now, how much would time that take me? Maybe 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 10 to 20 if I wanted to go really complicated and add a bunch of stuff in. But the reality, guys, is it was so simple and so fast. Now I go through the exact same thing for the other pages. This is my one-time offer page. Same thing, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to edit the pages, I'm going to add countdown clocks, I'm going to add my videos, whatever I want to do, and I customize that page, and I can go through the whole thing. Now, let's say you're looking at this, you're like, this is cool, Russell, but you know, my funnel's more complicated. I don't want to just have these things. Or maybe you're like, I don't like OTO number 2, so I just want to delete it. You can kill that OTO, and it's gone. Or maybe you're like, look, you know, for my funnel, I only have 1 product, or maybe I have 3 products. If I want to add something else, I click here and add a new step. And it's going to give me things, so I'm going to call this whatever I want. OTO downsell, right? I click on this, create new funnel, and then it's going to go and actually create a new funnel step for me. Okay, so here's the funnel step, and if I want, I can drag it and just move around. So let's say I want it right here after the OTO, I drag it right there. That fast, just put it into the funnel, into the correct order, it synced all the things together. Then I come here, I pick which page template I like. I'm like, okay, what's page template I like? Well, those are opt-in templates. There's a downsell template. I pick that. Here's all the downsell templates. I click a button, and boom, that fast, it puts the whole downsell template in there. Then all I need to do now is log into the page, edit the information, and that's it, you guys. That's how fast and how simple it is to build an entire funnel inside of ClickFunnels. Now, I don't have too much time to go into this. It's very simple to integrate any email autoresponder onto these pages, or if you want, you click here on automation, and you can actually write the emails in here that'll go out to your customers. Pick a template, write the email, and just like everything else, it's so simple, it's so easy. And one last thing I want to show you is, let's say you have this page, right? Is this the best page? Is there a higher converting one? What can I do? You click here and just create variation, and you can create a new page from a different template, or you can just duplicate this one right here. Click on the button, and now it'll make 2 versions of the page. Now I can go to this page, and maybe I'll change the headline, or maybe I'll choose a different video, and I can do very simple A/B split tests if I wanted. Now this is not required. For those who aren't super technical, don't worry about it. For those who know, like, I want to test a bunch of stuff, is that possible? Yes, you can also do that here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so you guys see how simple, how easy that is? Are you starting to see the power behind ClickFunnels? And not only can I do tripwire funnels, we can also do membership sites, we can do webinar funnels, we can do high-ticket funnels, like any type of business you can think of, any type of funnel, you can do it here inside of ClickFunnels. In fact, let me show you a couple of the funnels I create inside ClickFunnels by myself with no techies, no programmers, just me, an entrepreneur with a passion to sell stuff. So for example, here's the actual book funnels I did for the Expert Secrets book. Notice there's a headline element there, there's a video, there's the order form block. Like, it's so simple. There's a headline, bullet points. Okay, I had a headline here, I had an image, I had an image, I had an image, I had text. Like, this entire thing was built inside ClickFunnels, you guys, in a matter of hours. Like, it was so simple and so easy. Okay, this is one of my webinar funnels. Same thing. This webinar funnel's here. It's awesome. I click on the register button now, they register for the webinar, and that's simple. I've got an entire webinar funnel. This is my high-ticket coaching funnel. Same thing. They come here, they watch the case study video, they apply for the coaching program, then we then call them on the phone, and we sell the high-ticket coaching. Okay, now here I am inside the ClickFunnels editor. Check this out. All it is literally is I can change the headlines, right? It's so simple. I can scroll down here. I can come here. I can move pictures around. I can move the videos around if I want. Just drag and drop. But after you understand how ClickFunnels work, you guys see how easy this is? Like, it's really not that complicated. It's just clicking on buttons, adding elements, moving things around. And again, if I wanted to, here's a button here where I could add some urgency and scarcity. I could add a little countdown clock under here if I wanted to. Like, I don't know how we can make this more simple. It's so simple and so easy that anybody, even me, who's got 0 technical skills whatsoever, is able to build these amazing pages in just minutes instead of days. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys is you can actually also use this for membership sites. A lot of people don't know you can build entire membership sites inside of ClickFunnels. In fact, this is the Funnel Builder Secrets membership area that a lot of you guys are going to be in here in the very near future. And inside here is all the training for all of our stuff. Okay, you look at this, you're like, wow, this is like a pretty insane members area. But it's so simple to build. I come here inside of ClickFunnels, I scroll down here, I can go and I can add new lesson sections. So if you look at this, I just added a section here. We called it a welcome section, a funnel builder secrets section, a spy for profit section. So we created different sections here, and then we go and we add lessons inside of each of the sections. Okay, so up here, this is the first section right here, the welcome tab. I came right here and I do open the editor, and just like pages, I just added a video, I added a headline, I added a video here, I added some text, I added a PDF, download the PDF. Like, it's so simple, you guys. Anybody can do it. And the last cool thing you can do is, if you want, you can also set up drip delay. So you can say, hey, when someone comes in here, don't unlock this lesson until they've been a member for 7 days, or if they've been a member for 10 days, whatever it is. You can set up drip delays so simple and so fast to build amazing membership sites. Okay, so you guys getting this? Do you guys see the power behind what we're doing here inside of ClickFunnels? Like, it literally takes all of the techie stuff that confuses most of us entrepreneurs and lets you take the power back, where you have control of your business once and for all. And that's why I'm so excited about ClickFunnels. And now you guys see how simple it is to make all of the funnels you inside your business, especially the 3 we talked about earlier during this presentation. All right, so my question for you guys, after seeing that, how many of you guys here think that ClickFunnels is amazing? Now I know some of you guys have been using ClickFunnels for a while, and some of you guys this is your first time ever seeing it. I hope it got you excited to see like, oh my gosh, like I can actually do that. I remember the first time I started using it, I was like, because I've always been like really bad at the techie stuff. When I was able to like grab a picture and move it, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's over. Like I have control of my business once again, and it's so awesome. So you guys, that is secret number 2. That is after we processed almost $500 million. We saw that almost all the sales came from those 3 simple funnel types. Now you can see how easy they are to edit inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so the last step here, secret number 3. This is one, again, at first was kind of confusing to me, but now that I understand it, it's so powerful. So this is the secret, almost backward traffic source that literally fuels all of the top 100 funnels inside of ClickFunnels right now. So if you want traffic to your funnels, it's time to start perking up your ears and listening, because this is the key. All right, so I learned this initially from my friend Trevor Chapman, and understanding this process is the key to understanding what fuels all of the top 100. So there are 2 different types of traffic. There's search traffic, and then there is interruption traffic. So search is you're going to Google, you're searching for something. Interruption is you're going and knocking on someone's door and interrupting their day to sell them something, right? So let me kind of walk you through this. So the first one, this is search, right? So if you go to Google, you search something. If you go to Amazon, search something. Now, it's nice because people are going to Google, they're going to Amazon, but what's the biggest problem with that? When someone is going searching for something, they're searching for the lowest price thing typically, right? So I go to home security systems, I type it in Google, I look around and said, holy cow, there's a $99 home security system, and I'm gonna go buy that. Or I go to Amazon, type it in and check it out. $59 to get a home security system, right? It is a constant race to the bottom inside in terms of pricing, because all your competitors are there and they're price shopping, okay? And it pushes you down lower and lower and lower to the point where you make almost 0 profit. Not about you, but I like being in businesses where, again, I can spend more money than anybody else. I can't do that based on search traffic. Okay, now the opposite of that is interruption traffic. Okay, and the example that Trevor kind of shared, because he used to run teams of door-to-door salespeople, he said door-to-door sales is interruption traffic. You go and you knock on the door, they open the door, they're not planning on buying a home security system that day. Then you have a chance to sit down, make a presentation, and actually sell based on the perceived value instead of them competing and comparing you versus everybody else. Okay, now I don't know if you've ever done door-to-door sales or had someone come to your door. Like literally someone will come to the door, knock on their door, and they will leave 30 minutes later with a contract for $100,000 over the next 5 years for an alarm system. Okay, so if you look at that, what's the difference? Okay, search, someone's paying $59 versus interruption, they're paying $100,000 because they're able to actually sell on the perceived value. How many guys who are selling through search traffic right now are like, man, my products were so much more, but everyone else is discounting their price, so I have to cut my price down lower as well. That's a horrible way to be in business. Instead, you interrupt them, you make a presentation, and now you're not fighting with competition, you're fighting based on how much perceived value you can explain from your product or your service. Okay, so how do we interrupt people online? Because we're obviously not going door to door, at least not in this presentation, right? So first step in this is find out where are your dream customers at. Okay, if I was going to door, I'm gonna go find really expensive neighborhoods because they're more likely to buy something really expensive, right? So for you, where are your dream customers at? Okay, so they could be everywhere. They could be on Google, they could be on Yahoo, they could be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I get to find where that, right? So I start going through like for me, one of my like a lot of my dream customers are following Gary Vaynerchuk. So you go to Facebook right now. Gary's got 2.2 million people following him. They are there sitting on Facebook, hanging out, listening to Gary. Okay, or you go to Tony Robbins. Tony's got 3.2 million people following him. Or maybe you're not into like entrepreneur stuff. Maybe you're into something else. Like this is Duck Dynasty, right? Duck Dynasty has almost 8 million people on their Facebook page hanging out. So if you got a product that their followers would like, you got almost 8 million customers sitting there on this fan page every single day. Okay, maybe it's Casey Neistat. He's got almost 8 million followers there on YouTube. Okay, so for me, I'm thinking who are my dream customers? Who would buy my product? And then where are they already hanging out? They're already hanging out on Gary Vaynerchuk's page or Tony Robbins' page or Duck Dynasty's or wherever that might be for you. Okay, and there's literally thousands of examples in every single market. They're already congregated together. Now in a dream world, I go to Tony Robbins like, hey Tony, can you just post my ad for me? But usually that's not going to happen. But the cool thing is that Google and YouTube and Instagram have allowed us to do that. Okay, this is how it works. So I go to let's say Tony Robbins' page. I know there's 3 million people who love Tony Robbins who are there. And what I do is I create a video, and then either Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. will actually let me pay to put my video in front of Tony Robbins' audience. Okay, some of you guys understand this, some of you guys don't yet, and you're having this aha moment like, holy cow, you mean everyone that's following Tony Robbins, I can put an ad in front of them very, very easily? Yes. Okay, Facebook, YouTube, that's how they make their money. They allow you to do that. Okay, so the best case is you can interview with them. So like when I did my book, I had Tony actually interview me on his page. Okay, he had 3.2 million people to check it out. 3.1 saw this video. How many books do you think I sold from this? A lot. Okay, I did the same thing with Grant Cardone's page. Sometimes I create videos myself, and then I put them in front, like I bought ads, and Tony wasn't in it, but I bought ads to Tony's audience or to Gary Vaynerchuk's audience, other places. But I'm interrupting those audiences. They're there to learn about Tony Robbins, see what happens in his day, but these companies, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, will allow me to interrupt them with my message. It's like a commercial break, okay? And you can do it for so cheap, it is crazy. I'll show you that here in a second. So how do you interrupt them? You get your little phone out. How many of you guys have a phone right now? Okay, I'm guessing that everyone who's hearing my voice right now has a phone. So you get your phone out, you open up whatever platform you're on, so YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, and you click on the Go Live button. You click Go Live, and then you start talking. And you start talking, you start sharing your message, inspire them, teach them something, whatever it is, and then offer them something that gets them into your funnel. Okay? So if you interrupt them boringly, and you're like, hi, my name is Russell. You should buy my stuff. If you like Tony Robbins, you're going to like me. They're like, I'm not going to like you. Tony Robbins is exciting and you're boring, right? I got to interrupt them. I got to be exciting. I got to be something they're interested in listening to, right? So I interrupt them with my message and I lead them into my funnel, okay? So what should you say? So this is Anthony D. Clementi. He's one of our ClickFunnels members who grew his fan page from 0 to over 50,000 people with this strategy. You make videos, and this is kind of the anatomy that we worked with through Anthony. I don't have a ton of time to go through this, but step one, you want a verified Facebook page. You want a simple headline. You want a simple branded URL. The videos are typically 5 minutes in length. Usually at the very beginning we introduce the person, we do a call to action, then we teach something, then enter another call to action, and then the goal of this is to see how many shares we can get, and the metric we're looking for is share to view ratio, and that's kind of how it works. So I follow this process right here. I do a Facebook Live, I follow it, usually 3 to 5 minutes long. I do it, I put it out there, and then guess what happens? Sometimes nothing. Okay, especially if you're starting. When Anthony started, he had created his book funnel, so he had that in place. He started doing Facebook Lives, but guess what? He did his first Facebook Live, his first fan page. Guess how many fans he had on his fan page? He had 2. It was me and his mom, and that was it. Okay, so nobody heard his message. So we put it out there. He did the message, nobody heard. And he did another message. He kept putting out his messages, and after a while, we started finding messages that hit. Okay, if you look here, like the video right there, that one's got 2.9 million views. Okay, he didn't have 2.9 million people on his fan page, but he put it out there, and then he found out who are the audiences that have my dream customers, and then he paid Facebook to put that video in front of them. And some of them people liked, and they started sharing, they started commenting. This one right here, I don't know if you see it here, 34,000 shares because they like this video. How to biohack detoxification and get flatter midsection. They see this video, they learn something from Anthony. He tells them to go get a free copy of his book, push them to his funnel. And for that process, I think Anthony sold like, I can't remember what he said, like 9 or 10,000 copies of his book. Okay, and launched his business, his brand around the world. So he goes live every single day. And again, the first goal is to find your voice. You got to keep doing it because you're going to suck at first, but eventually you'll get better. And then you'll find out what people respond to, and you do more of those things. And you push them back into your funnels. Okay. Now this is how it works. You do a Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever platform you're on, and if the CPA, the cost to acquire a customer, is greater than your average cart value, you stop buying ads. Okay. So I might spend $10, $15, $20, and if I haven't made a book sell, I'm going to stop ads on that thing. Okay. But if the average cart, the cost to acquire a customer is less than my average cart value, so if I'm spending 23 and I'm making 37, then I just keep buying ads. That's the game. I put a video out, it's an ad, I interrupt, I find an audience to interrupt, I put it out there, I start paying Facebook or YouTube to run that ad, and I just watch. Like, is the number, how much it costs me to get a customer, is it more or is it less than how much I make from that customer immediately? If it's more, I keep running it. If it's less, I stop it. And that's it. It's really that simple, you guys. Okay? All right. Now, literally, when you guys understand this, you can explode your company literally overnight, aka you're just one funnel away. Some of you guys know Drew Canole from FitLife.tv and from Organifi. Like, if you look at them, they do the same process, right? Drew did Facebook Lives, interrupting different audiences, putting those messages out there. There's Instagram, there's YouTube. Post those out there, drives people into his funnel, where he sells his green drinks. And after people buy the green drinks, then sells more green drinks, okay? Now, that is interruption marketing. Now, I want to compare that really quick to the opposite is what most people are doing, is they're going and listing their green drink on Amazon, and everybody's got green drinks on Amazon. It drives the price down to $17.91. Okay, how much can they spend to acquire a customer? Nothing. Right? Their cost of the product is probably 10. Like they can't spend any money. Yet Drew, because using interruption marketing and using funnels, okay, one bottle is $57 versus $17, and most people are buying 3, and most people are buying the upsell. So he can spend $200 or $300 to acquire a customer. With this company right here, might be able to spend 2. That's the power, you guys. I want to share with you a really quick video of Drew Canole after he went through this funnel building process with us, so you understand how it works and why it works so well and what it did for him and his company. Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book 108 Split Tests, and I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you know, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the Fit Life TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it completely can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and, you know, putting your touch into it. You know, follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. So thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, so you guys getting how this process works? Hope you're seeing how it can work. It's literally, when you do it, it's like bringing a gun to a knife fight. Like, you can't not win, all right? So that's secret number 3. That's the secret almost backward traffic source that fuels all of the top 100 funnels online. So that's where you should be focusing your time and your energy in to get people into your funnels, okay? So right now, we've been going for a little over an hour now and we've covered a lot of cool stuff. Hopefully you guys got some good ideas. So 3 things we covered is how to instantly outspend your competitors and to all potential customers in your market. Number 2, how after processing almost $500 million in revenue, that we were shocked that 98.3% of the sales came from 3 simple funnel types. And number 3 was the secret almost backward traffic source that fuels all of the top 100 funnels. So let me quickly recap this so you can see exactly how this works in sequential order. So number 1, pick out which of the 3 core funnels you want to use. You can do a tripwire funnel, a webinar funnel, or application funnel. 98.3% of all revenue inside of ClickFunnels comes from these 3. This is where you start. Pick one of them, not 2. You get to pick one. And after you made $1 million of that one, then you have my permission to do number 2. Okay. Second step. Now you got to add in the bumps, upsells, and downsells. Okay. So you add an order form bumps, upsells, downsells, but ideally you have all 3. That'll increase how much revenue you get by 540%. And now you have a tool you can go out there and you can actually spend money to acquire customers, so you can stomp on your competitors. Okay. Number 3. Then use interruption marketing daily to get in front of your dream customers. So find where they're at, create amazing videos, talking about your thing, and push people into your funnels and do it every single day. And the first ones aren't going to do that well. But if you do consistently, eventually you'll find your voice, you'll find the right message, you'll see what people respond to, and that is the key. Step number 4, then, you'll have a funnel where you're putting $1 into ads and getting $2 back out. Now, after you get to the point where it's doing that, then all you do is you put more dollars in and get more dollars back out, and you start growing and scaling your company. Okay? And step number 5 is you build a really good relationship with these customers, and then you make them other offers, other amazing things that they would like. If they like your first product, they have a good experience, then they will want more from you. And you can upsell them to your next thing and to your next thing, and you take them from the tripwire funnel to the webinar funnel to the high-ticket application funnel. Okay? And the step number 6, this is where you get to drink the tears of your enemies. Just kidding. Well, kind of. You actually will be. Because they will have no idea what you're doing and how you're doing it. I look at the companies that we've been competing with since we launched ClickFunnels a few years ago, and companies that have had literally hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital have dumped into them. These 3 core funnels have destroyed like literally over $100 million in venture capital, because we're able to come in there and outspend all of our competitors. And now we're at the point where we're drinking the tears of our enemies in a really cool, fun way by making t-shirts. So there you go. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys, after listening to the last 90 minutes or so, feel a little bit like this girl right here? Okay, and that's one of my favorite pictures. It's funny, I was speaking at an event, and I got off stage, and this guy around to me was like so excited. He's like, Russell, that was so cool. It's like, I felt like I had a fire hose in my mouth the entire time. And I told my team that, and like the next day someone sent me a picture of this girl. And I was like, I bet you that's what people feel like when they hear me talk. So I understand if you feel that way. So I have a question for you guys. Now that you've kind of seen all this stuff, obviously ClickFunnels, we've got software that does this. We've got teams helping you implement. I'm curious, how many of you guys would like to have my help implementing these things into your company? If you like my help, please go over to the chat box and yell out, yes, like, yes, Russell, please help me, take me on this journey with you. Okay? All right, the yeses are coming in. Cool. Yeah, I would be honored to do that. Okay, we've done it for hundreds of other people, and I want to do it for you as well, and I'm excited to do that. So if I have your permission, you guys okay if I spend about 5 or 10 minutes going really quick into a special offer that we created for you guys so we can help implement these things inside your company? All right, cool, thank you. All right, I got some permission first. I never want to assume that that I've earned that, but thank you guys for letting me share this with you. So what we did is we put together a really cool system for you guys called Funnel Builder Secrets. Now you can understand the secrets of the highest grossing, most profitable funnel builders inside of ClickFunnels. I want to take you guys through a thing to be able to become one of those people. Okay, so here's what you're going to get when you invest in the Funnel Builder Secrets today. The first thing you're going to get is 6 months of ClickFunnels for free. Okay, because how many of you guys would love to have ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? Okay, that means no monthly payments, no nothing. You can use ClickFunnels for free for 6 months. Okay, now not only are you getting ClickFunnels, there's 2 other tools we didn't have a chance to talk about inside of ClickFunnels as well. There's one called Backpack and there's one called Actionetics. Okay, so if you take action before the deadline, we're going to use ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics for free for the next 6 months. Okay, now what you're going to be able to do inside of ClickFunnels, when you get your account, you have our highest level. You'll be able to create up to 70 funnels, have 20,000 contacts, have 100,000 monthly visitors to your funnels, and a whole bunch more. Okay, but you're also going to be able to create opt-in funnels. So you can build a list, sales funnels, sell your products, webinar funnels, automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and a whole bunch more. But not only are you going to be able to create all those amazing funnels, you're also going to be able to get rid of a lot of stuff, okay? You'll be able to get rid of your landing page software, you'll be able to get your split testing software, your shopping cart, or if you have a shopping cart you like, we probably already integrate with it. But if not, we have a shopping cart built in, so you can get rid of all your shopping cart software, you can get rid of your email autoresponders, your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software, your membership site software, you can delete Photoshop, you can get rid of WordPress, you can cancel your website hosting, fire your programmers, fire your designers, fire your webmasters, and a whole bunch more. Okay, literally the average person who uses a ClickFunnels saves over $1,000 a month the minute they start using it because they can get rid of all this other stuff. It's literally like us handing you guys free money. ClickFunnels should not and will not ever actually cost you money. It will only make you money. Okay, it'll save you money. It'll make you money. Like that is our goal here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, and so just to kind of put this in perspective, if you wanted ClickFunnels, Actionetics, and Backpack, you would have to get all these different tools to replace what you're getting for free for the next 6 months, okay? And in all honesty, ours work better than all these as well. Okay, so you get a better product, simpler to use, at a huge discount you get it for free for the next 6 months, okay? So when you have Backpack, just really quick, Backpack allow you to run your affiliate programs to have other people drive traffic to you, give you simple stats and payments for your affiliates, and Actionetics is going to let you create smart lists. You can send out emails and text messages and direct mail broadcasts. You can do smart follow-ups and a whole bunch more. Okay, so those are the other tools you're getting as well. And yes, that means you can cancel your email autoresponder because Actionetics will do that for you. Okay, so you can get 6 months of ClickFunnels for free, and those who take action before the deadline will get Backpack and Actionetics for free as well for the next 6 months. Okay, and some of you guys are already messaging me saying, well, Russell, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? I want it for free. What do I do? Okay, so if you already have a ClickFunnels account, do not freak out. When you invest in the Funnel Builder Secrets program today, what we'll do, we'll be able to see you have a ClickFunnels account, and what we'll do, we'll upgrade your account to the full suite for entire 6 months. That means you have no more monthly payments inside of ClickFunnels for the next 6 months, and we're going to unlock Backpack and Actionetics for you as well. Does that sound more than fair? All right, cool. And some of you guys are saying, can I get more than 6 months prepaid right now? Okay, we've never done this in the past, but we just added this to the order form actually last week. So for limited time, if you don't want 6 months, you want 12 months or 2 years, this is kind of a one-time only shot where you can actually upgrade at a huge, substantial discount. You'll see on the order form there's a couple different options you can upgrade if you would like. Okay, so what are you gonna get today? You're gonna get the 6-month ClickFunnels account for free. That's a $3,564 value. And again, if you get started before the deadline, you also get Backpack and Actionetics for free as well. Number 2 thing you get, the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. This is a 10-week masterclass that's going to help you to become a master funnel builder. Okay, inside the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, you're going to master the Funnel Hacker Cookbook, building inside the editor, funnel strategy, creating offers, copywriting hacks, funnel design secrets, making funnels mobile friendly, funnel integrations, launching your funnel, intro to traffic secrets, and a whole bunch more. Okay, now this is some people who've had a chance to go through my funnel training in the past. I want to share with you their stories so you can see how and why this will work for you. So the first is Liz Ben. You may have seen her online. She's killing it right now in her business. This is a testimony she gave me almost 2 years ago. She said, with our new funnel, which was a webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients and $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Is that crazy? I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients and $997 is a lot of money, right? And some of you guys are looking at this like, well, that's awesome for Liz Russell. There's no way I'm going to do that in my business. But I promise if you'd asked Liz 4 months before she sent me this testimony if she thought it was possible for her, I don't think she would have believed it either. Okay, so you can't discount it, guys. It's happening to people around you all the time. Okay, next one here, this is Mike Stanzik. Now Mike, when I first met Mike, he was probably the greenest green newbie I've ever met. I don't think he did not know what a funnel was. I don't think he even knew what a website was, to be completely honest. He jumped in the training. He said, look, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up my sales funnel, bought my first ad on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Is that exciting? Now I'm sure some of you guys are looking at saying, Russell, he made $400. Who cares, right? But I want to stress, he said, on my first try. How many of you guys been trying to make money online for more than a month? More than 6 months, more than a year? Some of you guys even more than that. It would have been worth you to be like Mike and be successful on your first try. That's what will happen when you follow the Funnel Builder Secrets program. Okay? This is the next one I showed is from Simon Cryer. Simon lives down in Australia. He said, I followed Russell's system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it on my very first test. We doubled over on our ad spend. We put $1 in and got $2 back out. Isn't that awesome? I shared this one because a lot of people ask me, well, Russell, when my funnel's live, how much money do I have to invest in advertising? And I smiled. I said, okay, well, let me ask you a question. If you had a funnel, you followed the Funnel Builder Secret system, and you had a funnel that worked, where you put $1 in advertising on Monday, you get $2 back out on Tuesday, how much do you think I should budget for advertising? And they go, well, I put a dollar in ads in on Monday, and I get $2 back out on Tuesday. I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. Like when you have a funnel that works, you don't have an advertising budget. You have an ATM machine, right? That's the difference. Like I put money in, I get twice as much back out. I want to put as much money in as I can every single day. So when you have a funnel that works, you do not have an advertising budget. Okay, that's the key, guys. Hey, one more I want to share. This is from Brandon and Caitlin Poland. They were one of the first people to ever sign up for this funnel training a couple years ago. And when they went through it, they were brand new, and they're going to tell you their story. But they have gone from really being, again, from the very, very beginning to going through this training alone, same one you're going to be going through, and dramatically blowing up their company. They've got a 2-column clip award, and they're on track this year to get one of our 8-figure awards, which is crazy, okay? And on top of that, they've helped over 100,000 women. So I want you to hear in their own words kind of their experience. They're in a car, so it's a little bit loud, but it's so powerful when you see, and they're going to actually walk you through exactly how you should apply the Funnel Builder Secrets to your program the way that they did it as well.
What's up, Russell? Guys, my name's Brandon. This is my wife, Kaylin, and we just want to share real quick. Literally 3 years ago, we were like to the end of ourselves. We had no money in our bank account. She was like, am I gonna be able to buy groceries?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. We were transitioning out of a past career, and we wanted to do something online. We wanted to take our passion for health and fitness and help people online. We didn't know how to do it, and luckily I met a friend through a crazy connection, ended up connecting with ClickFunnels, and we bought this thing. He had this webinar.
We spent the last money in our bank account, like legit.
Yeah.
The last money we had in our bank
And
account.
I didn't even want to push the button because I was too scared
I
to
had to
buy
like
it.
force them to do it.
Yeah, and she did. So it's the best, literally the best thing that we ever did. We're literally sitting in the parking lot of, I think you can see it, of Wells Fargo right now, about to, this is so crazy. We're like literally about to buy our like dream vacation home at a lake, and it's just nuts. And so we've been able to help over 100,000 women with our program called Lady Boss, and we're just so excited. So literally what we did is we got Russell's thing, and I literally made us sit down in the living room. Remember?
Yeah, and we had to stop the video like every 20 seconds. Every time Russell would say do something, we would pause the video. We had these huge whiteboards, and we'd map it all out, and it'd take us like 8 hours. And then we'd come back, we'd play the video, 30 seconds, he'd say to do something else, we'd pause it, we'd map it all out, take another 4 hours, and we just did that until it was done.
Yeah. So literally we knew nothing. Like the extent of my internet marketing experience 3 years ago when we signed up with Russell was, I think I could play video games and I could hook up a VCR, right? Like literally. And so we went from like that to like now helping over 100,000 people with our online business and using Russell and ClickFunnels and just taking his training. He literally just maps it out for you. It's like you just pause it, do this, okay, great. Next step, it's like going to school, except way better.
So thank you, Russell, and thank you, ClickFunnels. You're amazing.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it so much, and just do it.
Do what
Please,
Russell says.
Just do it. You invented that hashtag, by the way.
Hashtag.
See you guys.
All right, so you guys getting this? This is how this process works. So who does this work for? It works for all types of business. It works if you're an author, a speaker, a coach, consultant. It works for e-commerce. It works for network and affiliate marketing. It works for professional services, for retail, brick and mortar, business to business. Any kind of business you're in, this process works. I hope I've proven that to you guys throughout this thing. The biggest question would be like, will this work for my business? Like only if your business needs to generate leads or money. Like And that is every business ever born on planet Earth, all right? And some of you guys are saying, Russ, this is cool, but I don't have a product yet. If you don't have a product yet, do not worry. One of the very first trainings inside of the Funnel Builder Secret System, we teach you how to build your entire product line out in a weekend. So if you don't have a product yet, don't worry. That can no longer be an excuse for you forever. Like, I'm sure that's probably held you back in the past, and it'll continue to hold you back in the future. But as of today, it's no longer a valid excuse, because in the training, I will show you how to create a product. We also show you how to sell other people's product. Like, you do not have to have a product to be successful with this program, okay? I have friends right now that do over $1 million a year, and they do not have a product. They build front-end funnels to generate lists, and then they sell products and services to those lists, okay? And we'll show you guys how to do that inside the Funnel Builder Secrets training program, okay? So some of you guys are asking right now, is this similar to Funnel Hacks, Russell? So this is the Funnel Builder Secrets program. This is Funnel Hacks. And yes, they all are similar. Let me show you the difference. Funnel Hacks is the equivalent of Harry Potter. How many of you guys saw Harry Potter, the first one? He was still a cute little kid. Like, it was really good, right? So Funnel Hacks is Harry Potter. Funnel Builder Secrets is like having the full Harry Potter box set, okay? It's the entire thing. It's all these things. So if you thought Funnel Hacks was awesome, this is like 18 times better because it's got giving you everything, right? So I want to do something really cool because a lot of you guys have already invested in Funnel Hacks. If you already own Funnel Hacks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an instant $500 discount. Okay, is that cool? So what happens when you go to the order form and you sign up, it'll see your email address and it'll say, hey, this person bought Funnel Hacks anytime in the past. And if you have, it'll instantly decrease the price on the order form by $500 instantly. Okay? So there's my gift to you. And then on top of that, we're going to add in the Funnel Hacking 201 system, which is, we call it Spy for Profit. And this is going to show you how to deal deep and how to ethically steal over $1 million from funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. This will show you behind the scenes of how to figure out the right copy to use, the right landing pages, the right order forms, like the right traffic sources. Like, it is so intense and so in depth. It's like having 3 or 4 college educations in one. You guys will also get that for free here inside the training program. Does that sound more than fair? All right, cool. So again, this in Funnel Hacking 201, you're gonna get the advertising analysis and deconstruction, marketplace, like a whole bunch of cool stuff. Okay. So is it okay if we over deliver? I just want to make sure you guys are okay with that. All right. Everyone's okay? Okay. There is Napoleon dancing. So there you go. All right. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels for free. You get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. You get Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit. A total value of $7,558. But we're not going to stop there. What else do you guys need to be successful? I want to make sure that you have 0 excuses from having success after you've gone through this training and gone through this program. Okay? What else do you guys need? How about traffic? I told you guys before, this was John Reese when he did his $1 million day. He was selling a training program called Traffic Secrets. Now, in the 10 years since this happened, he's updated the course about, I don't know, 15 times or so. And he recently did the entire program again. From the ground up, he had over 125 different traffic sources he taught how to use through Traffic Secrets. Now, he showed it to me before it went live to the public. I thought it was amazingly cool. And I actually went back to John. I said, can I just buy this entire company for you? Because I want every one of our members to have access to this. And after some negotiation, he finally agreed to say yes, and we bought his company, Traffic Secrets. And now when you guys are getting started today, I'm going to give you access to the entire Traffic Secrets training program for free. Okay? Is that awesome or what? I didn't even know there were 125 ways to get traffic online, so I went through this program. Like, it is insanely good, and you guys will get it for free when you invest today. Okay? Inside the traffic training course, again, there's over 125 different online traffic sources for marketing, borrowing traffic, shopping. It's insanely cool. I'm not going to go into it, but I promise you, every day if you watch one video and apply it, you have so much traffic on your phones, you will not know what to do. Okay? So here's a recap. You can get 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, Traffic Secrets Training Course, total value of $9,551. The next thing I want to give you guys is I want to give you another software tool we created to really make your job easy. The biggest frustration people have is they build a funnel, they have it in there, they try to drive traffic, but then the funnels don't convert. And the reason they don't convert is because the sales letters, the scripts, the copy on your pages suck. So this tool we built with a partner named Jim Edwards, we built it and it'll help you write all your sales letters, your scripts, your webinar slides, everything in under 10 minutes without having to hire an expensive copywriter. And you're going to get a free account for the next 12 months. You guys want to see how it works? Okay, I'm going to give you a very, very quick demo so you can see exactly how Funnel Scripts works. Okay, I got less than a minute to demo Funnel Scripts for you, but I want to show you really quick exactly what it does and how it works. So if you look here on the left-hand column, here's all the different types of scripts you can write inside of Funnel Scripts. You've got sales letters, headlines, webinar slides, emails, every single thing you possibly need, all the bullet points, everything you need inside of your funnels. Funnel Scripts help you to write it. I'm going to show you one real quick example. I'm going to click on the killer headline script. It takes you to this page right here. There's a little quick training video, and then you come down here and you just fill in the blanks. It's so easy. It asks you a question and you answer it. It asks you a question, you answer it. You go through, you answer all the questions. It might take a minute, maybe 2 minutes max. Click on the build button. It'll go through and it'll build hundreds and hundreds of high converting headlines that are proven to work. You scroll down here and check this out. It'll show you here are the top headlines. If you don't like those, you click on the build button and here's a whole bunch more. Oh, here's a whole bunch more. It gives you idea after idea after idea. If you want, you can scroll down. It also says here's like the top 100 different how-to headlines you could use. Here's the top ways to get what you want headlines, and it goes on and on and on and on. Now that is just the headline script. You can do the same thing for your sales letters, your slides, your webinars, your video sales letters, your emails, like every single script, on every single word, and every single page inside of your funnels, your upsells, your downsells, like everything you can create here, very simple and very easy inside of funnel scripts. And you're gonna get access for free for the next 12 months when you get started today. All right, how many of you guys are getting super excited? All right, now some of you guys are saying, well, Russell, what if I already have funnel scripts? I already bought it. What do I do now? Okay, so don't worry. If you already bought funnel scripts, we still love you. We love you even more. So what we're gonna do is something really, really cool. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go in, and what we'll do is we will know when you sign up to your funnel scripts member, and we will push your billing out for an entire year. So right now, if you're a month in, if you're 3 months in, 6 months in, we will add an additional year onto your subscription, so you'll not pay for funnel scripts for an entire year. So is it okay if we over deliver again? We just want to keep on blowing your guys' minds. I hope that's okay. So if you already have funnel scripts, like I said, you'll get an additional year access for free. If you don't have funnel scripts yet, we'll unlock it and you'll have access to the entire thing for the next 12 months. Okay, here's a recap. We're going to get the 6-month enterprise down to ClickFunnels, plus Backpack and Actionetics, plus the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, plus Funnel Hacking 201, plus Traffic Secrets, plus Funnel Scripts Shop. It is an insane offer for all the stuff you add up is $11,552. But as I'm sure you're guessing, we're not going to charge you $11,552. But I want to know, if we were to charge you $11,552, and if all that this system and this software did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth it? Heck yes, it would. I spent way more than $11,552 to build a single funnel in the past, and it's made me millions of dollars. Okay, so it's way worth that. So if all this did was help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yes, it would. I spend more than that right now a day on Facebook ads every single day. Okay, it's worth way more than that, and you're just getting all together in one spot. Okay, if all that this did was give you the ability to cancel all the monthly tools you're currently gluing together, using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth it? Yeah, I told you before that the average person saves over $1,000 a month by switching to ClickFunnels. Okay, that's $12,000 over a year. So that $12,000 you save is well worth the $11,552 that this package sells for. Okay, but obviously we're not going to charge you that much. So when I was kind of putting this together, trying to figure out the pricing strategy, I had two options. The first option was this: go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as I could. But the problem with that is it didn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you. Okay, since ClickFunnels launched, we probably had 30 or more different ClickFunnels killers that have been launched in the market that tried to undercut us in pricing. Guess what's happened to every single one of them? They're all out of business. Okay, with us right now, we spend over $250,000 a month just on programmers to make sure the software gets better every single day for you. Okay, we spend over $500,000 a month on customer support just to support you. Okay, so if I went as cheap as possible, eventually we'd be bankrupt and we couldn't actually serve you at all. Okay, so because of that, we went with the second option, which it requires a little bit higher investment on your side. But the cool thing is that in exchange for that, I can devote more time and energy and resources to help guarantee your success. Okay, so I want to ask you a real important question. What do you think one funnel would be worth to you? Like if you had one funnel inside of your business that was successful, how much money per month do you think that thing would make for you? It would make you extra $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month or more? Like what would one really good funnel do for your business? Okay, and my next question, how much would you pay to get that one perfect funnel? Okay, and if you want to hire me to come and build a funnel for you, because my funnels work so well, right now I start at $250,000 to build a funnel for you, plus royalties in that funnel for life. Okay, I've done it for a lot of really successful people, as you can see. Okay, so you can see why this is a screaming deal to get everything I'm talking about here for $11,552. But obviously not going to charge you that. Soon it's going to be $4,997 for the general public. But because you are here today, because you are now officially a funnel hacker, you're part of our community, you're part of our culture, you're part of our group of people, we wanted to get you started on the right foot and get you started with an incredible good discount. We're going to give you access to everything we talked about here for just one payment today of $19.97. Okay, now to get that, you got to open up a new browser window and go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now I want to put this in perspective for you, because for some of you that may seem like a lot of money, may not for other people. But $19.97, if you were to go right now to clickfunnels.com and try to sign up for the enterprise account, you're getting for free for the next 6 months. Literally, it's $297 a month. Right now we have over 11,000 people who are paying that every single month. So it's not something I made up some value. Like you are literally getting that account for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so right now you've got kind of two choices. Your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. But the problem with that is that if you do nothing, then nothing's going to change in your life. You came on this today because you wanted something to change, right? Otherwise you would have hung out here for the last 2 hours talking about funnels with me. Okay, and so if you do nothing, nothing's going to change. So your second option is a little bit different, but way more powerful. Okay, in this option you got to pony up just a small investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return. Just give it a shot. Just see if this will work for you and for your business. Okay. Now, one cool thing about this is that we have a philosophy here in my company that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. And I stand by that. So what that means is you can get started today and just try it out. And if it doesn't work, let me know and we'll give you your money back. I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay? I want this to work for you. I know it'll work for you, but I need you to take that leap of faith and just try it out. But you don't have to make that decision today, like, I think it's going to work for me or not. You just got to decide, do I think it will? And if so, go and do it. Because like I said, if we don't make you money, then we don't deserve yours and we'll give your money back. Okay? So here's our 30-day guarantee. You can sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason at all, and again, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let us know. We'll give you all of your money back. But again, don't make that decision today. All you decide today is, do I think this might work? Russell got me all excited. Do I think this will work? Work for him, work for Brandon Kalen, work for Liz, work for Simon, and I can show you again, 200 people have hit 2 Combat Club since this time last year. It's worked for other people. It's happening around you. All you gotta think is, do I think this might work for me? If so, all you do today is say maybe.